Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Self-Love Podcast. I'm your host CS Neha Bajaj, and in this episode I'm going to share with you one powerful thought that has the ability to really shift your focus and help you become a success. That is the power of knowing your strengths and weaknesses. I feel that the ultimate power in life is knowing your strengths and weaknesses. And once you're well aware of both, that's the time for you to focus on your strengths. Sophia Amoruso said, "True success is knowing your weaknesses and playing to your strengths." Everyone has a set of strengths and weaknesses. And we are often taught to work on getting rid of our weaknesses, to work on them, to improve them. However, I have learned this fundamental fact that both strengths and weaknesses are a part of you. Both combined defines the person that you are. And so rather than working on removing your weaknesses, why not embracing them, acknowledging them? But then if it's not necessary to work on any specific weakness, if any weakness of yours is not really hampering your success, or really hampering your progress or growth in life, in that case, I feel, you must focus on building your strengths. It will be a totally different ball game now that you are consciously aware of your weaknesses, because now you will be able to work on multiplying your strengths. And this only adds up to the powerful impact of your strengths combined with your weaknesses. If you listen to what Steve Maraboli said, he says, accept yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your truths, and know what tools you have to fulfill your purpose. So your ultimate aim is to have that vision and then work on achieving that particular aim that you have set for yourself. Anything and everything that's helping you to reach your goal is a powerful tool. So if removing a weakness of yours is something which is required to help you achieve your goal or your vision, please move ahead and do it. But then if your weakness is not something that's hampering you, that's hindering your progress or growth, as I said earlier, why not we consciously put all our focus on our strengths? I feel being aware of what you are good at and what you are not good at, that in itself is a very powerful tool. Now, you know both the tools, you know your weaknesses, you know your strengths. Now the only thing that you have to do is to channelize your strengths and weaknesses in a way that leaving or accepting your weakness is only going to add up to your strengths. And that strength of yours is then going to help you in achieving your higher purpose, in achieving your mission and vision in your life. So that's it for today. I hope this has given you some clarity on prioritizing what's important, whether you should even consciously work on getting rid of your weaknesses or not. So just list down the strengths and the weaknesses and then think upon it. If you really have some weakness that you should remove, or if your weakness is really helping you empowering your strength, just have a check on that. And I would really like to know what's your views on this and what's your strengths and weaknesses are, and if that's helping you achieving your vision in life. So that's it for today. I hope this has given you some clarity on what's important in your life. I would suggest for you to take up this exercise whenever you get time and list down your strengths and weaknesses, and then literally choose what weaknesses are helping you or are going to help you to strengthen your strengths and help you achieve your higher aim and higher vision in life. If there is any weakness of yours which is literally not hampering you, it's not bothering you, and it's not going to affect in a long term, I think rather than focusing on removing those weaknesses, it would be great if you invest your time in improving your strengths, working on your strengths, and make it a powerful tool to really help you achieve that particular aim and particular goal in life. So, if you have done this exercise, I would really like for you to connect with me and let me know what you think of it. Also, I would like to invite you to book a one-on-one with me if you need any help to learn how to start living and practice self-love lifestyle. And as I always promise, I will do my best as a self-love lifestyle mentor to help you create the life you desire. With this, I'll sign off for now. See you in the next episode. Share this podcast among the people in your network. Subscribe to the podcast on all the platforms that it's available on. And let me help each one of you and people across the globe with my message of becoming self-loved. Stay tuned for the next episode and stay self-loved.